And we're back. I imagine, this is another episode. I imagine we'll probably just play a little more of this. I need to get fires and stuff, and well, these do set fires a decent amount of the time. And like, I'm basically going to see about finishing up the Leyte Gulf stuff. So I'm gonna try and get both of these finished this episode. That way I can move on to the next set a lot faster. So let's just jump right into it. See how well this goes. I have been really bad about playing this game in general lately. I feel like I'm getting to the point of being kind of burnt out. So I don't know how much longer this series might carry on. I want to try carry it on till the end of the year. See how it does. See how people fully respond to it. Because, it's one of those things of, I love doing Animal Crossing as my main series. But I'm trying to find an alternate series I like doing that, other people also like. Because that's kind of the fun thing with Animal Crossing. I love doing it. People like watching it. So, like, it works out.
The time for action is now. Let the battle commence.
The thing with this series is it's not always the most watched. Okay, let's get some fires off. Yeah, fire immediately. 2 fires immediately. 3 fires. Okay, a little rude there, but okay. I suppose I wasn't really gonna be able to farm any more fires on him, so it's fine, I guess. This mode is so nice for grinding out the Leyte Gulf stuff. Like, it's another fire. Now I just gotta aim further back on the ship. Oh, it put out the fires. You know what? Let's just get some damage. You're dead now, sir. Boom. Now, what are our battleships? I didn't check. I don't think any of them are support. No. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh. Thank you, sir. Nah, I can't shoot over that. I don't know where he's going. This isn't exhaust smoke, so if I want to make use of it, I kind of have to keep up with him. But what I can do is about here, pop this. Oh wow, that's a cruiser using the lasers. Why would you use the lasers? I appreciate being able to get the fires, though. Yeah, I think we're probably going to finish off get fires this run. I'm going to ground. Engine boost. Activate. It's so wild getting citadels from this thing. Okay, I could really do with the fires, but I can shoot at these guys pretty much safely, so. Darn it, the battleship's secondaries are getting the fires. I need those. Okay. Some shots off that way. I'm going to smoke. Ah, I was the one spotting. It's fine. Oh, there's a destroyer out there. Okay, I need to get him get out. There, I can speak. I need to get out of my smoke because not doing a huge amount from inside of it. Yeah, there's the destroyer. Rude. I don't even think that was meant for me. It was still pretty rude, though. I'm gonna ground again. Man. I get so close to grounding so often. Now, due to some missions I have going, we are actually well on our way to getting a couple 6-pointer American commanders. Commanders, which is kind of neat. I do kind of wish the Black Friday ships came with, like, 10-pointers. I get to a lot of people buying Black Friday ships. That would be mostly redundant, but still be nice to have. Okay, smoke's almost back. I forget how many fires I even needed. We've got 11 so far. So, you know. Progress. Just doing that mostly to remove the shields. Ah, no, he torpedoed him. Darn it. I wasn't removing the shields so you could nuke him. I was removing the shields so I could get fires. Oh, well. It's not a big deal. I could actually smoke radar. The beauty of this is basically anything I can radar, I can hit with the pulse as well. So, like, I can, you know, move the shields, deal a bit of damage there, and then just do that. I kinda love that pulse. I should have waited like an extra second to catch the assimilator too. But it's fine. I kinda love this setup for the Daredecks. Which I have seen people complaining about, like, the naming of all this stuff. It's like, one complaint I had heard is a case of like, oh, but you know, the Enterprise should have been like a cruiser or the battleship. It's like, okay, but why? It's the, like, there is no in-universe carriers. Fighters are launched from stations or from the hangar bays that every ship has. Like, it's not something that any ship does as a unique trait in canon. In Star Trek Online, sure. Star Trek Online isn't canon. You know. That's the thing. Like, Star Trek Online, there's carriers everywhere. But, like, That's just not how in canon works. Yeah, let's nuke that down. Let's get my smoke up. I don't really want to be taking fire. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's a good way to be turning. Can I breach 20 fires? That is the question. Normally the question is, will it blend? But today it's, will I get 20 fires? Yep. There's 20 fires. Man, he was cutting it pretty close. There we go. I love these horns. I do really like this setup. It's pretty nice. And there's 50 points. We can now make it better. Yep, there's the fires. Now I just need to destroy things, which will probably be just one more run. Before I forget, we do actually have some stuff in here to open on top of this Leyte Gulf container. So let's pop this open. So we have the one of these. Got nothing. But we also have a couple Black Friday containers. Just the basic ones that probably won't have a ship in them, but they might. Nope. And nope. But hey, I'll take all the Commander XP I can get, if I'm honest. I'm not gonna complain about Commander XP. Like, or free XP, or any kind of XP, or economic boosters. Like, sure, to a veteran player. Like, if this was my main, I'd honestly still take the Commander XP. But, like, I'm not really going to be complaining about economic boosters or anything. And when this resets, I'll be able to get this. I am changing my mind a little bit when it comes to my earlier suggestions when it comes to Dunkirk B. Because, like, 2,500 doubloons isn't much, but we're going to be getting better ships in the upcoming battle passes. So, because December is going to have 2 battle passes, both of which will have a ship, both of which are 3,000 doubloons to get into the battle pass, like the premium side of it. Those ships, from everything we've seen, are going to be better than Dunkirk B. That's where my suggestion's coming from, but if you really want Dunkirk, I can't blame you. It's better than Normandy. We'll get there. Oh, don't worry, we'll get there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what I need now is just to destroy some ships. Yeah, 8 destroyed ribbons. So now I'm just going to focus on destroying things. Wrong button. I want in here. I want to upgrade this hull. Which this is going to kill the music. Because it just does. But yes, this is basically this shield's bonus. Which is also where now I want to get the tokens to pick up this shield. Because I don't need this anymore. We have this in a funny button now. This is a ludicrous amount of damage increase. It's pretty nice. Over here, it's just consumable reload. It's not really worth it. Over here, I'm still running this. This also gains the heavy explosive strike, which is basically a droppable bomber that deals no damage to shields. That is like 0 shield damage, but it does deal a pretty nasty chunk to hull. So it's got that going for it. Let's hop in again. 4 to pow and a to pew. Just as it should be. Now, I do need to quickly do something on my screen. Yeah. I have a clock as a desktop background, kind of. I use Wallpaper Engine specifically so I can have animated desktop backgrounds that are also clocks. May also include Azure Lane Girls, because I'm one of those degenerates. I literally have the Azure Lane art book. Ah! Do not have the Weiss cards, though. I've always wanted them, they're just never available for purchase. And yet, now we are down to a 4.7 kilometer detect. We can get so close to targets. Now, this does charge by hitting the enemy. Which basically means we need them to not have shields in the way. But by the time these get reloaded, and we get close enough to drop them, they're not going to have shields in the way. Or they're not going to have much shields in the way. This is what I get for having faith in my team, I guess. Hey, little buddy. There's that down. Oh, hey, I have this ready to go. We may as well use it. That damage. Ah, I freaking love this funny button. Because, like, we'll get it back. That's the thing. I grounded. Rude. But it looks like my shields are just going to come back on their own well before that hits, so... Sucks to be you. Photon torpedoes don't really deal damage to shields. Let's get everyone's speed up. Wow, there's just no music at all. I didn't even notice that that's how that bug works. And yeah, there's the funny button nearly charged again. With that, it probably will be charged. Or my teammates will kill it before them. Rude, because I can only charge it with secondary hits. Well, it's fine. That should bash through its shields. Especially with a little bit of help. Yeah, there's the funny button. Like, we deal pretty respectable damage anyway, but... So I think I'm gonna let them go that way, and I'm gonna head straight. Man, I kind of dislike that bug, because, like, there's just no background noise at all. I don't know if there normally is background music to this mode. Can I yoink the kill? Aw, I probably could have. Eye is itchy. I can sure get that one. And that one. Nah, I can't shoot over that. It's reversing! The coward. Oh, I want to use the funny button again, but, like, I'm not really in a good position to be using it. The damage difference it would be making. Okay, popping. Like, instantly 10k salvos. Okay, that should be that one dealt with. Let's take on this one now. Or that one's now dealt with. I now have Warbird's Rage on top of this. I don't know if they stack together. It seems like they do. Holy shit, the damage. Who needs the pulse phasers to deal damage? I freaking love this setup, man. It's so good. And the fact that I can get most of this damage while being in cover, basically, is really nice. Okay, he's basically stuck. Let's deal with that one. It's engine boost. Wow, that didn't kill it. How is it not dead? Die already. Jeez.
Smoke generator started.
I said die. Your Empress demands you die. This is such a good setup, man. Like, just the raw damage. I honestly kind of hope that this video might blow up a bit and I see more people running this setup because it's so fun. Like, you just annihilate things. Like, that's just how it be. Like, already at near enough 900,000 damage. Oh, jeez, man. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but I'm glad they did. Though, speaking of that, I should make mention, anyone that follows the dev blogs, for the December update, we're going to be getting some interesting things. And I'm usually one that tries to be optimistic about Wargaming's decisions. Basically, to explain what they're doing is they're going to be adding a set of premiums that start the game at lower HP and also have basically a special funny button with a limited amount of ammo with better... Basically, it's just better AP. That's what this other ammo is, of better AP. So... premium ammo. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is that they are testing how the community would react to limited ammo. Because I am very much one of the players who you will hear say a lot, overmatch is the biggest problem this game has. Overmatch is quite simply the problem when it comes to top tier. It adds nothing positive to the game and just makes the game a miserable experience to play if you are on the receiving end of. Well, to be on the receiving end of. So I don't like Overmatch. If battleships only had a certain number of shells per game that could overmatch, that would solve the problem. If, battleships don't like high explosive spam, well, okay then. If cruisers can only carry a limited amount of high explosive, they suddenly have to worry about, when they're using their ammo.
Your victory is meaningless. Stop resisting. We will deliver you from chaos into order.
Like, it's one of those things of, like, or torpedoes are a big problem. If a destroyer only had a limited amount of them, or at least a limited amount of high damage torpedoes, that would, there's things they could do that would make this okay. Now these are better. This now increases the damage caused by basically everything. This is still only photon torpedoes, but But there's things they could do that would be okay, but I'm not sold on. I yet to have reason to trust would be a good way of putting it. Then we Leyte Gulf. I still have multiple phases of this to work through, so. This one, the morning of October 25th, 1944, Vice Admiral Kurita's unit, unexpectedly for both sides, discovered the American rear unit of Rear Admiral T. Sprague near the island of Samar, consisting of 6 escort carriers and 7 destroyers. The forces were clearly unequal, so the Americans tried to escape. To save the slow-moving carriers, USS Johnston and 6 other destroyers fearlessly attacked the Japanese, laying smoke screens, firing their guns, and launching torpedoes. The Americans skillfully maneuvered, hiding behind a veil of rain and smoke. The planes that were urgently sent in the air desperately attacked the enemy ships. After using up all their ammunition, they continued to circle above the enemy to distract their attention. Aircraft from the aircraft carriers of other units joined the attack, and the Japanese commander, confident he was facing attack aircraft carriers, ordered a retreat. During the battle, the Americans lost 3 destroyers and 2 escort carriers. The Japanese lost 3 heavy cruisers. Yeah, I'm pretty far behind. These unlocked like a week ago. More than a week ago, I think. So it's like 17th. So 10 days ago, those unlocked. I have 15 tokens. I don't think I'm going to get enough to actually get anything else from it. I might just pick up the Leyte Gulf containers. Because, like, the premium tier 6 would be nice if I got all the tokens, but I don't know if you can actually get enough tokens. That's the thing. I mean, this is another 15. So it'd be 15, 5, and then another 5. And we're at 15... Right? Yeah, so that put me up to 30. We'd have 40, I think. So yeah, I don't think you can actually get enough. I know, there's the 10 from here. So 10, 5, another 5. No, we'd get exactly 50. Ooh. Okay. This is... I mean, we can get capture ribbons. It's just going to take a while. Defended will be so much faster, but the potential damage is going to take a while. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. We did finish all that off. Do I have any more Leyte Gulf containers to open? Or was that it? I have one more to open, so let's pop it open. Let's see, do I get anything? No. No ship. Free XP, I will take it. We're building up quite the reservoir of free XP. And a good amount of silver. I'm actually curious, before we go, how much silver would this have been if I had had premium time? 422. Still almost 300,000. But you can now say you saw an over million damage game. I mean, you can't see the 1 behind my name there, but it's a 1 million damage game in here. I love this setup, man. It's so good. But yeah, that's going to be for this one. Hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow as we continue pushing our way through Leyte Gulf, which I might actually do some co-op at points for, because, again, those defended ribbons would be a lot easier to farm up, and you can farm defended ribbons pretty easily in co-op if the gameplay is nice. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next one. See you then.